knowing your history and knowing where you come from plays, can play a vital part in turning your life around if you just knew of the greatness that you inherited and acted upon it. Step 5, build your business. Once you identify that talent, once you identify what you're great at, the next step is to build a business around that talent. And in doing so, now you're taking the step in the direction of having your talent become more than a hobby. You building your business allows you have to comply with the state and federal tax laws. You definitely get tax breaks. All your business expenses are deductions. So a lot of the stuff you're buying now as a hobby actually can be credited as far as a deduction on your taxes. So that's a very important step in turning your life around, because I believe that, if you're passionate about something, then you can become, well off behind it if you just structured it right and, and offered your services in the proper context, so you can say, hey, I'm employed, I employ myself, I work for myself. And I tell you, that's the best feeling in the world, is knowing that you work for yourself. Step 6 is potential stakeholders. Now, once you find, you get your business set up, now it's time to identify who could benefit from my services. And one source is word of mouth. You can ask some of your friends. Another source is you could go to the telephone book and just look under your particular craft, your particular talent, and just see who all, is advertising the need for those services. And that's a great place to look, because I remember back in about 2006, 7, I knew I wanted to build. I knew I wanted to be a part of it. I didn't mind working for somebody at that time, because I was just trying to learn the nuances. Well, I got the phone book and went down from A to Z under the builders. And what I found out doing that was that we were about to go into a recession. And time after time, people was like, well, we're not firing anybody, but we're not hiring anybody because we don't know what's about to happen with the economy. But there were a couple guys, and I might have called 50 builders, but there was a couple guys that could hear the passion through the phone on a cold call, and told me that, hey, if we were hiring, man, I'd love to take a shot on you because you sound like this is what you want to do. So that was because I was passionate about it. I was finding my talent. So anything you passionate about, you need to let them hear your passion. And in doing so, it would definitely open doors that you probably didn't even know exist. Number 7 is go to the mud. Okay, you've identified your person, you've identified your talent, you've built your business around it, you've identified your potential clients or customers. Now it's time to go to the mud. What I mean about going to the mud? Well, very rarely, unless you have rich relatives or, excellent credit or collateral, you're gonna be starting this journey with limited funds. And that could be viewed as a bad thing, but I viewed it as a good thing, because if somebody was to have given me $10,000, $20,000 back in 2005, I probably wouldn't have known how to best utilize those funds. But because I didn't have that opportunity, and hence getting it out the mud, I was able to start from the ground up. And today it serves me well, because on this journey to business owner in the construction field, I started as a laborer and I learned the laborer position. Then I went to a superintendent type of position. Then, you know, and I've even had to break out tools and learn new skill sets because, but it didn't bother me because I was so passionate about this might be my opportunity that I was eager to learn. But, you know, so not having the funds, you know, to get started, don't let that be a deterrent. Get it out the mud. Say, you know, make up in your mind, I'm gonna go with it. You know, it's got to work. You know, I don't have a choice because if you're a lost black soul, you don't have a choice but to find your talent, build a business around it, and go for all you know. So step 7, 10,000 hours of free labor. That pertains to, it takes 10,000 hours to become a master at anything. So if you are passionate about something and you're doing it for free / hobby, you'll put your time in to become a master, and it won't even seem like work. It won't even seem like a chore. It won't even seem like, oh man, it wouldn't be a drag. Because for me, I started counting my hours maybe 5 years ago when I first became privy to the 10,000 hour, you know, theory to become a master. And it became, when it was time to do something chore related in the building that I just didn't feel like doing or maybe didn't want to do, I would always tell myself, this is an opportunity to go get 2 of those 10,000 hours or 3 of those 10,000 hours, because until I put in 10,000 hours, I'm not a master. And coming from little hope, no options background, once I found my talent and my gift, I had to master it. I wasn't satisfied just being a fringe player. I wanted to be the master of my craft because I knew that would allow me the lifestyle that I wanted to live and that I always saw myself living, but just didn't know how I was going to get there. So 10,000 hours into your craft will put you in a position where you're so knowledgeable and skilled about it that other people will seek you out for your knowledge and skill. That's another business opportunity as far as consulting. I mean, people pay consultants or experts in fields for consulting responsibilities every day of the week. So if you're set up enough and you're passionate enough and you're knowledgeable enough, then, you know, it wouldn't be nothing for somebody to come to you and say, hey, I like how you did that 360 on that skateboard. And I ride skateboards, but every time I try it, I know, what's your trick? How do you do it? Hey, this is what I do. And then you give them a little bit of your knowledge, and now you've made this individual a better skater. So it's definitely beneficial to put in the time to be the person and the live the life that you so set, you know, for yourself or see for yourself. Step 9 is be the process. What I mean about be the process, well, okay, just like I'm running down these 13 steps to changing your life around, be the process. Whatever steps there are into your newfound passion / self-entrepreneurship opportunity. And like I was saying a minute ago, when I got in the building and I started as a laborer, you know, and then I moved up to a superintendent. Then I moved up to, you know, a more managerial position. That's be the process. So you need to know every step because you ain't got no money to pay nobody. So in the beginning, you're gonna have to do these things. You know, when I was when I was preparing myself to make this strong run into being a builder, all my flyers and websites and business cards, I did them because I didn't have the money to pay nobody to do them. So those are little responsibilities that I took that I knew, okay, to get from A to B, I'm gonna need marketing material. And I took it upon